Hey Buddha fam, so it's time to prune your red tiger Abutilons. Flowering maples, yours might be a little bit smaller than this, might be a little bit bigger. It's all the same principle. So let's get started and show you how we go about trimming this thing down, making it nice and small so that we can bring it into our home and enjoy it as a house plant for the winter. So first up, you might notice a lot of yellowing leaves. That's completely normal with Abutilons or flowering maples. They are a deciduous shrub, so they will lose their leaves. Different times of the season, it's okay. Just pick them off and you'll see new ones growing already, or they'll shoot right out and replace them with fresh new leaves. So for pruning, if you've never done it before and you're just overwhelmed, I like the stick method. So get yourself a stick. You can put it against the pot just like this. And then you can even angle it out like a few inches. Maybe have it on a slight angle. And then basically I just go around and I'm going to snip all these shoots that go past this stick. And that will trim this plant right back up. So here's that side shoot. And you might be thinking, well, where do I cut it? You know, wherever the stick is? Yes and no. You want to cut it right at a leaf joint. So you can see all these leaves along the stem. You just want to avoid cutting it in the middle. So just go to any leaf joint, just like this. I'll snip it. And then you see the fresh cut. And then a new shoot will grow out right from there. So I could have cut it there. You can cut it here. Keep going back. You get the idea. Do it once more. Now we're all the way back to here. This leaf taken off. This is just an old flower stem. We can pick those off. And then in a few weeks, a new shoot will come right out from here. And so now that you have the gist of it, I'm going to just freehand this. And then we'll touch base after I go around and trim all this plant back. Another thing to keep an eye out on is for weak branches. You can see how this stem starts way up here. It's just gotten too long and heavy and it just shoots down and now it's starting to curl up. So here's a weak one. There's another one right behind it. When you start to look over, you can see a lot of them like bending down. They're just going to get too heavy and weak. So what we want to do is prune these way back up here, and then let this part stiffen out. So let me show you. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cut it back, and you can see right here is a nice new growth point starting to shoot up right there. So I'm going to take it all the way back to here. And now we have this growth point, which is already shooting up, which is what I wanted. But now this stem is much shorter. And now we took off all this. This will strengthen and get thicker so that it will become a stronger stem. It grows so fast that they just don't have enough time to strengthen themselves up before they get long. So here I have a nice new shoot right here. So I'm almost going to take about 18 inches off. And now that stems back to here. I got a nice new shoot ready to take over, explode. There's another one. It's just shoots so far out and then dips down. So we're going to cut them back to about here. Here you can see a huge one that just goes straight down. I'm not even going to cut this one back. It comes off the bottom up here. I'm just going to go all the way back and take the whole thing off. So now that we got the sides trimmed up and it's nice and skinny again, we need to shrink it. It's too tall. So I like mine at about 4 feet, 4 or 5 feet. You can keep yours at 3 feet. It's completely up to you. But whatever you decide, we're just going to want to go straight across and give it a haircut. So here's one of our tall ones, shooting straight up. And you can see all these side shoots coming off of it. So when you make your cut, you just want to find a good one right there. And put my pruners right above it. Just like that. Now, we get rid of this. And there's your new side shoot, ready to take over. Anyway, now we got the height done. It's looking really good. Still got some work to do though. See some shoots like this that they just kind of send way over the plant. We don't want any branches that are going to cross through and potentially rub against other branches, and that's where you can get like infections. So this one starts here and shoots straight over. I don't really need any more on this side. I kind of just want these side shoots to pop up. So I'm going to cut it right there. starts way over here on this side and cuts right through the middle of the plant. No need for that. So I'm not going to take this one all the way back to this branch it came off of and take it off. See this? Starts right here, then just goes straight down. We don't want it going down. And so you don't see any growth points here. That's okay. I don't have to go all the way back. I'm just going to cut it about right here. Even though it's just a stick, this is a shrub at the end of the day, so it will shoot out another growth point. But all these low-hanging ones, here I have a new growth point. I'm going to cut it back to the growth point. And now this stem will strengthen and this growth point will shoot up. The next thing we're going to want to do is keep the integrity of this topiary. Really like this tree form, and growth points will shoot out along the stem and at the base throughout the season. So if you have any of these, I'm just going to pick them off or snap them off. And if it's a nice fresh green growth like that, you can actually prop that. I have a few videos on it. See these three branchy woody stems, they're just low now that the topiary is grown up. I don't want them. This one, you can kind of see, it's just weak. I'm going to leave this one, but I will pick this growth point off. Also a good opportunity now to see if you have any weeds, pick them out before they get established. It can breed bugs. But now that we've done a lot of our trimming, we still might have some growth points like this that we didn't touch. But if we don't top them, since we topped everything else, the ones we left are just going to shoot straight out, become long and leggy. So we want to go around to kind of every growth point that we didn't already snip. We're going to want to snip it again at a leaf node. And then this way, all the branches will be pruned and they'll all send out side shoots equally, generally equally, instead of having a few leggy ones. So here's one, fresh green growth. It's going to go right to the tip, snip it off. Now that all will send out side shoots. Last thing we need to do is just go through and pick off any of these yellowing leaves. I don't do this first because you saw how many branches we picked off, so it saves you time if you just wait till the end, because you're probably going to pick off a lot of branches with them. But any that are left on, we're just going to want to go through and gently remove them. Then all of these brown sticks you saw, they were the old flower vines that held them on. You can either pick them off or they'll just fall off on their own naturally. Well, there she is, your red tiger Abutilon pruned for the winter. I think she looks pretty good. She can fit nice in the corner by a window. If you have a grow light, you can put one on her. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something if you do own one and you are an Abutilon grower. But don't feel like you have to get this nailed on the first try. Beautiful part about these plants is you can prune them any time of year. I really like to prune them in the late fall and early spring, because when you prune them, you're getting rid of a lot of the buds. All the buds come on new growth. So if you do it during the growing season, you're going to limit your flowers a lot. And the flowers are already limited this time of year, so I just go through and get rid of them now. We'll have a nice leafy plant, and then soon we'll have some new growth with buds and flowers. So enjoy your red tiger Abutilon. If you want to prop any of your cuttings, I have some videos on that too on YouTube. We'll see you around.